Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And so today, we're a little behind on this news because this was from a week ago. Or it started a week ago, but it was out there for a couple days before that. But as you guys know, I was dealing with some computer issues and other things that were backing me up. We're still backed up on videos now because of this. Um, So there's some news about the Attack on Titan OVAs. Now, and as you guys know, I did the last two episode reviews of the finale of the part two of the season, a final season of Attack on Titan. I did two episodes back to back, get it over with. So because we were already behind. But after this happened, new news came out that while we're going to be waiting a while for the third part of the final season of Attack on Titans, news came out from Crunchyroll that they will be releasing starting May 8th weekly on FunimationNow and Crunchyroll. Well, it doesn't say Funimation on this website, but it is on Funimation. I can confirm this because I did look, and someone told me already. But it is on Funimation now, and it will be English dubbed. The 8 OVAs are finally being English dubbed. So the story behind these English dubs, why are they being dubbed now? Because a lot of them are from earlier seasons and whatnot. From earlier timelines in the Attack on Titan. Well, that is due to the fact that these are not the same licensing deal as the actual anime. Yes, they are Attack on Titan and a part of the Attack on Titan universe, but the licensing deal is different from the actual anime, which is also why these OVAs will not be on Toonami, because Toonami doesn't have a broadcasting deal for these 8 OVAs for Attack on Titan. They seem to be keeping the same schedule, though for Attack on Titan, it's going to be released later on Sunday, each episode, week to week. Will be a simuldub, just like how they do the normal episodes. Just it won't air on Toonami because the deal is different. Midnight brought this to my attention, but I'm just reporting this now from my Discord. So that is the story about this. Now the first episode is already out because, again, this was released on May 8th, which is exactly a week later, last Sunday. And so I think I don't know Funimation's schedule. I mostly just, when it comes up and watch it type deal. But I think Midnight had mentioned to me that it's at like 8 on Sunday or something. I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. It could be earlier than that. It might be 6 or 7. I don't know. Eastern time. But I do believe it's like later in the day. When they come up on Funimation's streaming site, as well as now Crunchyroll. You're probably wondering, well, why are they being dubbed now? Why are they being just licensed now? Well, that's because of the simple fact that they are not, these 8 OVAs are not done by, or they're not owned by the animation studios that does the actual anime. They are owned by the manga distributor. The people that make the mangas actually commissioned these anime special episodes to be made. And typically when this happens, basically, the anime dubbing companies don't want to purchase the license because a lot of times they're just one-off episodes, and you know, and that's how these episodes were actually made too. Like they weren't like made, right away, all together. They were made singularly throughout the years during Attack on Titan's run. So this is why they were not dubbed, and a lot of people thought these episodes weren't going to be ever dubbed. Quite frankly, because again, this is not very normal. Though I guess in recent years, in the past couple of years, uh, anime companies have been starting to try to license these manga distributor OVA episodes. And we're starting to now, I guess, see this with Attack on Titan. Maybe we'll see this with other animes. I know there are, some OVAs. It's just, kind of whatever. Okay, cool. Type episodes. But there are some manga OVA episodes that have serious importance to the plot, that I do think should be licensed. Um, Food War, I guess, because Midnight also brought this up to me, is that Food War has an OVA episode that actually explains, I believe it was I think it was season 3, the beginnings of how they met the Council of Ten or whatever, the original Council of Ten, which Shoma doesn't Soma doesn't like in the actual anime episode they kind of skip that. They skip the fact that Soma like met the Council of Ten, because we hadn't, like, at the end of season 2 he didn't know who the Council of Ten was, but then in season 3 at the start he magically knew who they were, and they were already getting into the plot. Well, there's an OVA manga episode that actually shows anime manga episode that actually shows how they met. But it's not dubbed because it's a different licensing deal. I'm not a fan of these because, again, I think that takes away the plot, and we can never get a dub of that. So unless people decide to let them dub it. So it seems like we're heading in the right direction, but yeah, it is kind of disappointing we're getting the dubs for these now because, again, it would have kind of made more sense to have these dubbed during their run so people could understand what's going on. Especially if it adds layers to things that we would have liked to have known sooner, that we don't know until later, or stuff that was just completely blocked out. So the first episode, which is out now, and I'll try to watch it tonight. Maybe I can review it. I probably won't be able to review it until I probably won't be able to put up the review until tomorrow if I do get to review it. And then, of course, the next episode, which comes up tonight as well, I definitely won't be able to review that until probably in another day. So the first one, which is already up, you can watch it right now, is Iris Notebook, Memories of the Scout Regiment Members. That's the first one, which is already out. Then they got the Sudden Visits, the Torment Youth, or Curse of Youth, which that's coming out, I guess, tonight. And again, I'm gonna assume that the first episode takes place in the first season, and then the second one seems like it takes place in season 2 because Sasha's holding the arrow thing. But that could be season 1 as well. Third one is, which will come out next week, is Distress. This could be actually the second episode probably could be season 1 because they're not wearing their scout regiment stuff. And season 3 could be season 1 as well. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not sure, but I think because they're wearing the stuff they wore in season 1. So that's what I think. Fourth one is No Regrets Part 1. I'm assuming this is mostly Levi. I'm going to assume that this is season 2 based on what Levi's wearing. No Regrets Part 2, and this is again Levi. I'm going to assume that this is season 2. Lost Girls, Walls, Samal, Goodbye, Part 1. And this talks about Annie. So this might be an Origins episode of Annie that covers more of Annie's backstory, because we didn't really know that much about Annie when she froze herself up. We didn't really know her backstory. I mean, we know it now uh, from the recent episodes that just came out, but we didn't know it then. And like I said, and this also comes into the department of this episode should have been dubbed years ago, because when you watch this episode now, it's probably going to be uninteresting because you already know her backstory now. So this is why I say, to us dub only watchers like myself, this episode's probably not going to be that impactful because we've already seen everything about Annie now. So its importance is probably not going to be as good. But also, like I said, I will be reviewing these episodes. I know I haven't seen the first episode yet, and the second episode's coming out tonight. We'll try to get. I'm not gonna do 2 episodes in one review. I will do single episodes for each episode, but the scheduling might be different. Like the first episode will probably be reviewed tomorrow, and then we'll try to see where I can get the second episode in and whenever I can watch it. Hopefully, I can watch it before next Sunday. So we can get that in there as well. Because I also have the Araka movie. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy week this week again. The Araka movie 3 is coming out this Tuesday at the theater that I'm going to, the only theater in the area that has it. Actually, and they're only having one airing for it for the dub. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff to cover this week. Then it goes into the Lost Girl, Wall Simon, Goodbye Part 2. Again, this is about Annie. So it's probably not going to be as impactful as the other, because it's dated. That's the problem. Again, this is probably these probably take place. The Annie stuff, I'm gonna assume takes place in season 2 because it's implying that they're already frozen. So again, it's probably gonna be like flashbacks of Annie. But again, we already know the plot about Attack on Titan. Why Barto and Bert told and them did what they did. And Annie and whatnot, we already knew what they did. So, or Rhina and whatnot, we already knew what they all did. So I don't think this episode's gonna be that interesting to some people because we already know everything. Like again, these episodes, you have to treat it with an open mind, because these episodes came out years ago, okay? Even though they're just being dubbed now because, again, of licensing issues. So these episodes are probably, some of them are probably going to still be cool, don't get me wrong. But, some of the information, is going to be dated because you already had the big reveals already and have already seen most of the stuff that you need to see that are probably going to be covered in these episodes. So I don't know for sure. Maybe I'm going to be surprised and wrong, but I don't think there's any real surprise that we need to see from Annie because we already know the mystery behind Annie now. So it's really like if they had the, I don't know when Crunchyroll or Funimation or actually Sony got the license for these episodes, but if they got the license like last year, they should have had these episodes come out before part two, because it would have just made more sense. I don't know when they got it. I'm just saying, like, it would have made more sense. Um, okay, so then the eighth and final one is the Lost Girls Lost in this cruel world. And this is an episode, I guess, focusing on Mikasa and Eren, which I think is, I guess, kind of prevalent right now. Um, it seems based on this, it's talking about, her origins, but we already know her origins from season one, on why she, defends Eren all the time. So I'm not exactly sure what is significant of this. Most of these seem to take place based on from what I've seen. Most of, or at least from this pictures, the pictures. I know we can't base everything on the pictures, but just from the pictures, I think most of these probably take place in season one. I think some may take place during season two. It doesn't seem like any of these take place in season three. And again, that would make sense because I think all these OVAs were coming out during the times of season one and season two, so it would make sense. But yeah, a lot of these are gonna be out of order, so you got to keep that in mind, guys, when looking at these, and checking these out, and you got to kind of reflect when they were taking place, because again, a lot of these are probably not going to make sense to people because again, they are dated in terms of where they're positioned. And also, I would like to note, I am curious of who Sasha is going, because the original Sasha voice actor that did the first three seasons actually stepped down. They got a different voice actor for Sasha for the final season. And she kind of sounds more older now, but obviously these take place in season one, so it'll be interesting to see how they approach Sasha, if they get the old voice actor back or if they're gonna have to use the newer voice actor. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. I'm gonna be checking this out at some point. Hopefully, I watch it today. Maybe I'll put out the review tonight if I can. Otherwise, probably tomorrow, and then focus on then the next episode after that, before the end of this week. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the OVAs being released? Do you think it's a little too late? Are you just glad it's getting dubbed? I'm glad it's being dubbed personally, but again, I think it's a little too late because again, a lot of the stuff has already been told in the actual anime now. But I am happy to see the stuff getting dubbed. At the end of the day, even though I'm not happy about the timeline that they decided to get this license and dubbed, because it is years later and it's kind of a little too late. I am happy that it is getting dubbed. I'd rather it eventually get dubbed than it never be dubbed ever. Like, Zatch Bell Season 3, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 4, which still has never been dubbed. Yeah, Viz and 4K Media, I'm talking to you. So yeah, I do rather see it get dubbed than it never get dubbed ever. Because then you just never get to watch it if you're a dub watcher only, and then you gotta like look up online to find out what happened, because that's what I did. And then only have to rely on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links to find out the plot. Oh yeah, that has more of a chance of getting dubbed than freaking the actual season, because they actually dubbed scenes in the Duel Link app game, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Link app game. They dubbed actual things from season 4 that were never dubbed in the anime. Yeah, great work, 4K Media. Yeah, screwed everything up. Yeah, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you're a new watcher and you like this content, make sure to subscribe. Got to keep that going, keep that engagement going, and that's the way you continue seeing these videos that you like of my contents. Is you got to subscribe and hit the bell for all the latest contents. That's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. I'm out of it. Peace.